pledge, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like to thank everyone for joining us. Please silence your phones and know that the meeting will be recorded. And if we could please take turns speaking. We have a horrible echo in here. Try not to speak over each other. Sorry for housekeeping. You're good? Okay. Now, first thing on the agenda is we have 4 bids for residential garbage. Do we have any of them present to represent? Oh, okay. Who signed in first? Just on the top? Bangkok? Yes?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying on that. See, this is why you put them aside. I'm just like, let me run it, everybody, I apologize. It's my first time. I didn't know, I didn't get in them. I apologize if I did that wrong. This is Bangkok. Terms, October 1st, 26 through October 1st of 29. Starting at $20 a month and only increasing to $21 in the last year of 29. There is a 1-year option. Is anyone here from Bangkok? No?
That's the current landfill that they use.
Okay.
They are switching landfills, but they said that you would provide the letter from the new landfill once they got it.
Okay. So, being that there's no one here to
So it's 20 the first 3 years, and then it was 21 the fourth year?
Yes, sir. It's very, yes, thank you. 3 days, very vague, yes. So being that we can't get any more information, there's no one here to represent. I mean, move on to the next. We have to ask questions. There's nobody here to ask questions. Does anyone have any questions about there's nobody here to answer? Is that okay to move on? Okay. No, it's very vague. Huh. Okay, well, then what does it say? County hauling, no environment. Term of agreement October 1st through September 30th of 2030. Yes, county hall. Yeah, with the kids. Bid specifications for removal of garbage, rubbish, and trash. Specifications shall be available through the borough secretary upon request. Okay. We need, like, October 1, 27 through September 30th of 28 to 25.48. October 1 of 28 through September 30th of 29, 26.63 a month. October 1 of 29 through September 30th of 2030, 27.83 a month. 1-year option, October 1, 30th to September 30th of 2031, 29.36 a month. Okay. That one is County Hauling. Next is Shank. Shank Waste, Borough.
Yeah, we had Shank before, we have this one.
Okay, Shank. October 1 of 26 through September 30th of 27, 18.26 a month. October 1 of 27 through September 30th of 28, 18.80 a month. October 1 of 28 through September 30th of 2029, 19.36 a month. October 1 of 29 through September 30th of 2030, 20.15 a month, with 1-year option of October 1, 2030 through September 30th of 2031 at 20.15 a month. And last we have waste management. Okay. October 1 of 26 through September 30th of 2027, 18.92 a month. October 1 of 2027 through September 30th of 2028, 19.77 a month. October 1 of 2028 through September 30th of 2029, 20.66 a month. October 1 of 2029 through September 30th of 2030, 21.82 a month. 1-year option, October 1 of 2030 through September 30th of 2031 at 21.82 a month. Pam, this is my first time where we do the reading these bids, sir.
At this point, council has two options. They can discuss and accept a bid, or you can postpone awarding the bid for up to 60 days, pending a review. We can't wait 60 days, so we'll have to have a special meeting for the next week, 10 days, to make the award. That decision is entirely up to you.
Okay.
And you know what the numbers are. The only question I would have is, we haven't examined the details of the bid, so we don't know if they're legally sufficient. I'll assume for a moment that they are, and you're looking at dollars and cents. So that's where your numbers, bids are things. Yeah, this is not certainly council can answer.
Does council have any questions?
Of course, I want to, yes, okay, the waste management, is that what we talked about with the 1 can for that price that was provided by them in the arm? So we can't put our own?
No, for waste management,
we abide by the bid regulations. Your service would stay the exact same with the rates that we proposed.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the auto pay,
Nope.
because that was the biggest concern I
Nope.
had. That was my.
Service would remain the same, you know what you get with us, and that's the
Okay.
pricing. Yep.
That was my only question. And then it's still,
So I have a question, so the cans, no cans,
no,
we have a lot of people that need to put couches out, stuff like that. Like, I need to know, like, one time a month, what the limitation is on that, because we do have people that need to put. We have a lot of renters that come and go, and they leave a lot of stuff behind. So I need to get that fixed up as well.
Yeah, I believe in the bid specifications, bulk item removal was part of that, so.
And that's in all bid from all gentlemen?
Yeah, it was all, we got all
All,
savings.
you all have the same? Okay. I would say that we would let council, if you feel comfortable discussing this and not in a special meeting,
yes.
to decide.
I would encourage you to do it as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
We're looking at a deadline.
Yeah, we do have a very quick deadline coming up.
We could do it. You could do that before the next meeting, have it done
Right.
and ready to go.
And we need it before the next meeting? We need to
Well,
wait for the next
you're gonna
meeting.
be right
Yeah.
up against your deadline at that point. Okay.
So we're gonna talk about a special meeting.
So it'll be, what, 3 days away then by the time we get advertised?
Jeannie, I would just like to say, I don't know if anybody here has any concerns about our current, what's happening now, or if there were any concerns.
Well, that's what I would like for us to discuss. We know if any, like, we're more than welcome to have public comments, so we can gather information
Yeah,
when
that's
we
what I'm
have.
saying. Right,
Absolutely feel free to ask us any questions.
that's what I think needs
We'll
to
be
happen.
able
so
to
we have
go
that.
over anything and everything, any questions you have, and then we can make a decision based on the community needs, wants, disregards. Is that fair to everyone?
You need a motion.
We do.
You need a motion to table these one.
Okay, we need a motion.
I'll make a
to
motion
table.
to table this until the special meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any denies? Opposed? Okay. And then we'll advertise,
We make a motion to advertise.
and we need a motion to advertise.
I'll make a
for the
motion to
meeting.
advertise the special meeting.
A second? I'll second it. Everyone in favor? I'm sorry?
Is there a date chosen?
And that's gonna be.
It's gonna have to be extremely quickly because our bids, or our contract is coming up very short.
Can we just do next Tuesday? Next Thursday?
Excuse me.
Thursdays I'm out. I'm going from 8 until 11. Yeah.
So what's that date?
But on Tuesdays I'm on after 6.
First, September first.
Yeah, I can send it.
You wanna do September 1st?
If that works for everybody, I'm available at that city is.
7 p.m. Michelle?
September 1st, 7 p.m.?
Here.
Here, yes. Okay? We need to, anyone want?
There was a motion and a second, but I don't think we voted.
That's what I got.
Vote on the new date.
Do all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, meeting set for September 1st, 7 p.m.
Special meeting for the purpose of.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, our next. Yes, our next business is, we have a letter of interest for our seat on the vacancy board, or on the, yes, vacancy board, sorry. Does everyone has in your package, you get to go over it, read it? Yeah.
What's that name? I can't read it.
So,
Oh, that's got that.
that's the one, okay. Says I would like to be on the vacancy board in case of an opening on council. I would like to be considered to fill the position to finish the term. Does anyone
For the vacancy?
Yeah, vacancy board.
Yeah. In case of an opening on council then.
No.
That's two different things.
He wants to be on the vacancy board.
Okay. And then he writes.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's like two, it's almost like he's saying, I want to be on the vacancy board.
He's gonna be accepted as vacancy board.
If there's a, they go out and have to go to council. for
Yes, I
vacancy.
think
That's
that's
outrageous.
yes, I agree
Yeah.
with her. It's not clear. He's saying he wants to be on the
Yeah,
vacancy board.
and in case
to
of
be
an opening.
considered to fill the position to finish, and that, he's asking to be,
Two different things.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, I would pose that we accept him for the vacancy board only at the moment. So we discuss further down our other letters of interest.
Let's make sure that's posted. or written. So down the road, we don't have
Do we have a motion to accept Pat for vacancy board? Appoint, sorry.
Appoint. Let's make a motion to appoint Pat Salonga for the vacancy board.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, so that seat is filled finally. Okay. Now, moving forward, we have a resignation to discuss, or two resignations to discuss.
First, you have to accept the resignation, and then you move forward with possible step.
And I'm trying to get them out. All right. What would you like to discuss first? Sherry. We need to make a motion to accept her resignation.
I make the motion to accept her resignation from council.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, board council seat vacant. Yeah, I know, but. Okay. Oh, senior Michelle. So then we also have our second resignation would be the position of our assistant secretary, Jamie, which we privately discussed and are not accepting. Yes. We need to make a motion to accept the
I will reluctantly make the motion to accept the
and I will very sadly second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Can I say something?
Absolutely.
I personally want to thank you for all that you've done for me and for the borough. And I'm gonna miss that happy, sweet voice when I call in the morning and get your personality. I don't think anybody's gonna be ever take your place as far as that's concerned. I wish you all the best. I'm happy for the both of you to be moving on, but I'm very sad.
I'm very sad.
You're here.
Thanks, Jamie.
We're not gonna make her cry. Okay. We have letters of interest to fill Sherry's spot. Well, that's like a half, but
Oh, that's
I know you feel that's
that's,
sufficient.
no, it's not. It's not.
And not. So we actually have a letter from a Mr. Nathan Leisure.
We just have to speak.
I would just, yeah, instead of reading the letter, Nathan, would you like to speak to council as to why you would like?
Yes. Just stand up there.
Sure. Okay.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. What do you want to know?
What do you feel like you could bring to the council and the community that you haven't already living here your entire life?
A lot. I see a lot. I'm in the streets. I hear and see a lot of things, so I know kind of what the community wants, what the kids want to do, what the parents want the kids to do. I see a lot of dislikes that parents have against the children and the things they do, whether it be bike riding or whatever, I mean, what have you. There is a solution to all of this. I think that we all, if we did this as a community, I think we could make Apollo a better place. I think we could make a lot bigger changes, especially downtown where I've started already, which I have to go down there because it's a little bit overgrown. I want to clear out that whole bottom section down there where you guys had the floats and hose.
I was gonna say elaborate, because they may not know what you're discussing.
Okay, the field that they had the floats and hose ceremony at, okay, I cleared out a section down there that they could bring up the canoes and stuff, so it was easier for them. The area that is accessible, that is behind the green fence, I want to clear that out. I want to have something like this, but down there. There is 2 kids on the eastern side of Apollo that are in wheelchairs that cannot make it up here. They've been here for years. They can't make it up here. I want something down there. If you're in a wheelchair, the people in the old folks home, when their families come to visit them, they have a place right there that they can go to. I don't have to worry about them coming up here. You know what I mean? This park has been here for 50-some years. They want something different. I get it, this is a used area. Kids are still going to be here to use it, but there's also kids downtown that can't get up here to use it.
That's very good. I look forward to that.
I also thank you for a lot of the work that you did before the borough even got down there to cut our path down in there. I mean, I know you did it for fishing purposes, but you still went way out of your way to clean up a lot of that.
Above and beyond.
Appreciate that, definitely.
Above and beyond. So, thank you, Nathan.
You're very welcome.
So I did pass this letter around, everybody got to read. Anyone have any questions on council concerning Nathan?
No, but I would like to say that like the fact that you said that you want to be active and get out there, that's part
I
of it.
do. I have a lot of potential and I want to do a lot of things in this community.
That's what I
And I do know he drags his wife and his kids in there with him, he does too.
Yep, I do.
I've personally witnessed it.
They're outside, actually.
That his daughter staring at his little ball.
He starts staring at.
Yep, and Gabrielle.
Okay, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Welcome, Nathan.
Yeah.
Yay! Party down at the river, no.
Yeah.
Fishing party.
You can squeeze
Fish
in
fry
next
the river.
to You
You
can
may
squeeze
join
in
us.
here, but you have to squeeze in next to my partner in crime.
You're welcome to sit in, but you can't go to the mayor's swears in.
I'm sure my
Okay, just give me 1 second to catch up, I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds to catch up, I apologize. Okay. Moving forward, I was to reassign committees, but being that we have just have Nathan join us, I'm going to table that until the next meeting so I can put some thoughts into where he would best serve the community.
I'll make a motion to
Motion,
second.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, table, that was Mark. Cindy. All in favor? Okay, next on our agenda. Officer Romanelli. Would you like to speak now, or would we like to wait till we get to the mayor's report? Okay. Okay. And we'll just tie those two together to make it a little more timely. Okay. Moving forward, do we have any public comments this evening?
Thank you. Yes, Scott Brinnemer, 719 North Warren. I just wanted to ask a follow-up question to a question I had asked the council back in January. And that was regarding variances or permits or occupancy use changes related to properties at 725 North Warren and 806 Rear Armstrong Avenue. if anybody was able to look into that, if there were any variances applied for, granted. I was just following up.
Brenda, do we have any?
Yeah, if you want to make a specific request, we can do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
What were the addresses again, Mr. Mayor?
I'm sorry?
What were the addresses again?
725,
725 North Warren,
806 Armstrong?
rear.
Rear Armstrong.
806.
Thank you.
I want to verify that address real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, 806 rear.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, anyone else? Good evening.
Good evening. I want to introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, I am Pastor Karen Brown, and I'm a pastoral leader in this community since 2015. We're located on 112 North 3rd Street, down there next to Stanford, getting close to the river. And we're kind of hidden and planted in this community, commissioned to see this community really be blessed by God. And I want to thank you, Apollo Borough Council, for your service to this community, because I know it comes with sacrifice and it can be a thankless job. So thank you for all you do to serve the community to Apollo Borough. I'm here, first of all, I want to say that I'd like to present to you 2 initiatives. And I believe they carry great potential for Apollo Borough to walk in the blessings of God and the increase of His blessings in our community. First, I'm making a formal request to update the historical overview featured on the official Apollo Borough website. Currently, I did leave, did you get the packets, the information printouts? And did you get that to them, Jackie? Oh, okay. Yeah, but they don't have it summarized the way I have summarized it. Okay. And so I want to make a formal request to update the historical overview featured on the official Apollo Borough website. Currently, the history section notes that our borough was named after a Greek god Apollo, recognized for prophecy, truth, light, healing, and music. To fully reflect the diverse values and heritage of our community, I request that the council approve the addition of a brief balancing paragraph immediately following that sentence. Because I believe that, I don't believe people are worshiping the Greek god Apollo. However, I do believe making that declaration over this community could bring I would say, according to the word of God, really the curse. So Apollo, where it says the present name is after Apollo, the Greek and Roman god of music, healing, light, prophecy, and enlightenment, I want to propose adding, because we can't erase history, history's history. That's what this town was named after. And so we can't erase history. But I do want to propose adding the following section to be inserted immediately after that second paragraph. And you can see it in the summary where I've inserted it. So it would read, the present name is after Apollo, the Greek and Roman god of music, healing, light, prophecy, and enlightenment. While the borough's name, and here's my insertion, while the borough's name traces its historical roots to Greek mythology, we recognize the one true creator God, the ultimate source of these virtues. It is our Creator who reigns supreme over prophecy, truth, light, healing, and music, guiding our community with His divine grace. That's my initiative number 1. Initiative number 2. I believe you, as the Apollo Borough Council, have a strategic role in Apollo's identity. You hold the keys to the gate of this community. I'm not here for a name, and I don't need my name on anything. I'm here to serve this community. I want that to be very clear. You hold the keys to the gate of this community. This is an opportunity to identify and promote Apollo in a very strong way. You are the flagship this council to the community, and you're called to represent the true spirit and identity of Apollo. As standard bearers, you carry the weight, making the big decisions that steer this community forward and shape its economy, its growth, its life. So please don't miss this opportunity to be a part that will benefit Apollo and future generations. I invite you to put your name on this initiative. With all due respect to General Jackson and all of us who honor his service, his sacrifices and contributions to the Apollo Borough, the first bridge in Apollo across the Kiski, the Apollo Trust Bank, and his service in the Civil War, we honor this man. However, there's a sign when I come in from near Nazers that says Apollo is known as a cemetery. And I don't concur with Apollo's identity as a cemetery. The Apollo affair, see, because I've been here for 10, 11 years now serving Apollo, and I hear a reputation that keeps echoing, that Apollo has this reputation. I don't want to see Apollo live in a reputation. The reputation is a cemetery, and also the Apollo affair that was linked with NUMEC played a massive role in leaving a stigma on the land. The thrill to kill atrocity that led to the murder of Officer Leonard C. Miller, it still echoes in the minds and hearts of this community. And I believe Officer Leonard C. Miller's blood cries out for righteousness and for justice. And it is my heart that God's blessing rests on this community and that we create an atmosphere for Apollo Borough to live its full potential for the days we're in and for the generations to come. It's not even just about us right now, but it's for our children and grandchildren and the generations to come. So my second initiative is a Gateway to Armstrong County Monument. And you can see the photo there and the summary of the photo, and it's hard to see the scripture that I put on that boulder. But I want to respectfully request that this proposal be placed on your agenda. And I don't know that we can public make a motion? No? Okay, thank you for that, Scott. So with all due respect to General Jackson, I don't see Apollo's identity as a cemetery. We're not giving Apollo a new identity. Apollo already is the gateway to Armstrong County. It is. And if we had a monument and a boulder right there at the city plaza in front of that beautiful wall, coming across the bridge into Apollo, going up into Indiana, into the university, into the county seat, into Katanning, into the businesses, the trucks that come across that bridge in and out, that they would see that strength of that boulder saying, Apollo, PA, gateway to Armstrong County. And here's the scripture. The scripture that would be on there is Psalm 89, verses 13 to 14. You have a strong arm. Mighty is your hand, and your hand is exalted. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. So it's exalting God, but it's also linked to, I believe, the blood of Leonard C. Miller crying out from that bridge where he was slain, crying out for righteousness and justice. And I see that, I really believe that words have power. And I don't want to see Apollo live under its potential. I don't want Apollo to be known as the cemetery, as the NUMEC scandal, or as Apollo has so much potential that has not yet been realized. And I just pray that we would awaken to the potential that Apollo has. And I believe that by putting a boulder at the gate, I talked to our public works supervisor, Ron, to find out if there was any issues with pipes or sewage or electric or anything under that area in front of that wall. And he said that that ground is clear, so it wouldn't interfere with any utilities. But I want to just really invite you to be the council at this time. I believe it's an appointed time. I believe we're in a strategic time, and that your names would be on something that would change the very identity, even though it's already the identity, but it will project and proclaim the identity of everyone that goes in and out of that gate. So with that said, You have a strategic role in Apollo's identity. You hold the keys to the gate of this community. This is an opportunity for you to identify and promote Apollo in a very strong way. You're the flagship to this community, and you are called to represent the true spirit and identity of Apollo. As the standard bearers, you carry the weight of making the big decisions that steer the community forward and shape its growth, life, and economy. So please, I invite you to put your name on this. It would be a gift from Kingdom Come Ministries International. We don't need our name on it. We don't want our name on it. We want this to be a community collaboration and a community proclamation over this community that says, we are the gateway to Armstrong County. And with that said, I believe that Scripture really, really exalts the Lord and the name of the Lord, and it echoes what the blood cries out from Leonard C. Miller. You have a strong arm. Mighty is your hand, and your right hand is exalted. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Do you have any questions? I know that my husband is with me, Rich. We have contacts. We didn't make any kind of move without your approval and authorization. But Rich knows people he can ask for the boulder. We know somebody could haul it. We would have to find somebody that could engrave it. And I really just believe that it's beyond and above what we even imagine or think that can happen with that there, because words have such power. And I believe by connecting Apollo with Armstrong County, we would find favor with county officials. We would find favor with people in the county. I just believe it would help Apollo walk in its true identity and its potential. Any questions?
I don't have any at the moment. I think it's a beautiful idea.
Thank you.
Discussion.
Thank you,
So
Jeannie.
we would definitely discuss it a little bit more. Obviously not be able to make any decisions tonight until we discuss it, but that was very eloquent. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I was
for
very
bringing
happy.
Apollo uplifting.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. The
I love it.
Generations to come. Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
So, and then with the website, if you would just put that too before, consider that. You know, I intentionally didn't come in to get religious or scriptural,
You should
but,
be a preacher.
pardon me?
You should, you tend to be a preacher.
Oh, I absolutely am. And what my idea was, when it comes to just putting that little bit of a paragraph inserted on the website, right now, it gives you the link where it says the God, false God, I will say Apollo, where it gives you a link to go to Wikipedia, and it tells you all about the false God Apollo. And I thought if we put Creator God and put a link that would go to a lot of definition and explanation about how proclaiming and worshiping a false God will bring the curse into the third and fourth generation. I mean, I can back it up with all kind of biblical authority and with scripture, absolutely. And I can give you scripture that says, I am the God of prophecy. I can give you scripture that says, I am the God of light. I am the God of truth. I am the God of healing. And I can give you all of that.
Understand.
Thank you,
Thank
Jeannie.
you very much.
Appreciate that
Thank
so
you.
much. And then what would I, next step would be return to the next meeting, or?
I'm gonna say a yes on that. We will discuss it further. If something happens in the meantime, we can give you a continued, let you know at a later time. And this is your, we have your phone number? Oh, wait, perfect.
Yes, you have my contact info.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and one more thing I will just pass around to you all so you can see a bigger view of it.
Okay.
Start with you, Jeannie. And I mean, that's AI generated.
Oh,
We would
absolutely.
still, we would have to.
Absolutely.
So just to give you an idea of that would look like.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Thank you very very much.
Thank
Do we have
you,
anyone
thank you
else?
for your time.
Thank you. Do we have anyone else for public comments this evening? No? Okay, moving forward. We need to approve the minutes from the meeting for July 28th, 2026.
Make a motion to approve them.
Mark? I'll second them. All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay.
Because of what we talked about, I don't think there's actually a motion to give those, I watched it multiple times. Oh, yeah.
Michelle, it was raised to me, and my recommendation was that we pass a motion
Yes.
seeking ratifying.
Yes, but the meeting minutes say that a motion happened, so I understand.
I say, so what do you need me to do going forward right now, Scott?
Nothing at this point, I've got a motion and a second, now you vote.
Okay, well, we did, and she abstained. That's from the meetings of the minutes. Everyone was in favor except for Michelle. She was an abstain. Abstain, I'm sorry, abstain. Move forward. Solicitor's report.
I have before you a proposed ordinance number 299 of 2026. I want to give credit where credit is due. This is Michelle's work. All I did was bring it into compliance with some code requirements and section requirements, but it deals with solicitation and attorney peddling in the borough. It's here for your consideration this evening. What you will need to do, if you so choose, is to authorize its advertising. It will be passed, will be considered for passage at the next meeting.
Okay, so I make a motion. A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? So pass, we can advertise, and then,
I have nothing further.
okay. Solicitors invoice approval? Don't have it? Okay, don't have it.
Just another 3 months left.
We know. Engineers report?
Any invoices?
We don't have one from here. I'm sorry, you must not have heard. We need to agree.
Yeah.
Engineering reports?
Okay, I would actually like to have a moment to look at previous month's engineer reports because this looks constantly familiar to me. We had this problem before. This here. It's just, it's the same thing in here.
Okay.
And if we get charged every month, you get the same thing. I do have a problem with that. That's why we have it.
Okay.
Because I went through August to, the last 3 months, just to see what's been done, what's not been done.
Okay.
Okay? Where we're dragging our feet on what we need to speed up,
All right.
what
So
is
we're
in
gonna
process, you know, just.
Go over and read the
When I get on my
last
phone, so I can go through it all.
just to verify we're not getting,
Well, you just.
same.
Yeah, since Dawn's not here anymore in our meetings, just so we can tell us what he's been doing, we can just compare. So we actually know.
And then approve their invoice then.
That's something else I'd like to hold off on.
I would say what would be the point,
Yeah.
and then back. Do I need to make a motion to hold those? Table it?
I make a motion to table the solicitors,
Engineers.
our engineers, invoices till, for the check one.
Alright.
Second.
All in favor? Any nays? Alright, Table. All right. Our mayor's report.
So, we do have a potential part-time, inspector for Borough.
Will you speak up?
Yeah. Sorry?
Will you speak up?
I'm gonna let Dave speak, because he's lower than me. We have one that is just part-time, right? We have not made a final, definitely have to do an interview, but, so hopefully, you know, after we get everything and get straightened out, that we're trying to, we may have part-time, that's all we have, part-time. We've been trying to get applications, we've advertised for applications. It's just Vanderbilt keeps beating us out. We have a young kid coming out of academy. He got hired full-time. We couldn't touch it. I mean, it's just, there's not anybody out there who has been applying. We could advertise again, but it's costly. So that's the sad thing about it. I tried to, I called Indiana actually up at the cadet school as well. So hopefully we may have one, we have to talk further about it in executive. But
Has it been posted to any job boards?
Great post.
Indeed, Snag Job, Monsters, many. I did not see it posted anywhere. I know, besides our website.
We were advertised on, what was it,
What
Trade?
was it?
No, it was, we have just through the chart.
Through the Trade.
Okay. Those are different avenues that we can take.
Yes.
Which will not cost them nearly as much.
Yeah, so we could try that, but where we did advertise, we didn't get much, that's all I'm saying.
Maybe we should try it.
I do have a question for Dave and the mayor.
Can you speak up?
Yeah. I was reading some articles about how the future of the police departments in these small towns is going to all be regional very soon. The small towns cannot keep up police departments. Can we revisit a regional? Because we have been advertising since before I got on council, and we always have one that's applying, but we had that one guy who worked 1 or 2 days and then quit. Just since the last meeting on my street alone, there have been multiple state police cars on Crow Street right after the last meeting, and then down by Dave's house the other day.
They're supposed to cover us.
I know they're supposed to, but they're coming from Catania. Anything that happened, or West Catania, anything that happens, who's ever doing it has a 45-minute head start on
If we
us.
go regional, they're also gonna be in Catania, it's not gonna be much time limit.
No, they're not, they're gonna be in Leechburg.
So if I can,
Can we just revisit it, is all I'm saying?
you are more than welcome to revisit it at any time you want. If you wish to discuss that with other councils, I would suggest that you invite other towns to come to a meeting with you and discuss how you want to do it. The problem has always been money and manpower. Simple as that. It's difficult for anybody to compete down through the valley here. A lot of people don't understand that this whole police hiring culture has changed so drastically in the past 5-6 years. That is what's making it difficult for us. Everyone who could retire, retired, and everybody who wanted full-time went full-time. And all those places are working with full-time, more money, bigger things. Where Ron and I came in, we were working in departments, but we started here because we wanted to make some extra money and whatnot, and not eventually full-time. But you're not getting older, experienced officers who want to come in and work a few shifts a week because they don't need to. Some departments are paying them overtime at their already higher rate. I'm not saying we don't do well here, we do fine here, but we are limited as it is what it is. And we don't have anything in order, any more that we can do to attract.
That's why I'm saying we go regional, because apparently we as Apollo cannot attract people.
And
So as a bigger unit,
It's not we as Apollo, even Vanderbilt can.
well, and for small towns,
But
but not
they,
attract.
they're just.
Again, like I said,
And there is a grant out there, that is all you need is 2 communities, just 2. And we can get money to start it up, we have the park, we have the buildings, we have an officer. Which is something I think we should revisit. If you're willing
again, like I said, I would
to be part of
suggest
that.
if you're interested in doing that, to put out an invitation.
I already have,
of
so
other
we're
councils.
waiting, so just.
And sit down and discuss it, figure it out. I mean,
Because I was really scared of those cops at my house.
well, we've tried that 4 times now in the last 7 years, and it's never gotten past any of the councils to even get to the police to consider whether we wanted to work there or not.
Yeah.
So,
That's
you
what I
know,
said, just revisit this, just that, make sure that the townspeople come to the meetings, not just one person from town. Council, make sure the entire community is involved, and it's not just one person on council making the decision whether or not we're gonna go regional. But that has happened. So, we're gonna do an open meetings.
They're always invited to meetings, and
I was at the last set of meetings and there was nobody there.
Can I ask how many hours of police coverage from all the officers we have?
I don't know, this is all too weird. Now we
anywhere
have to watch it now.
anywhere between 20 and 40 hours a week, to be honest with you, whether I can get you. You know, I can.
But we have you contacted for how many? 24?
Yeah, but if needed, you know, if I can come on, I mean, we have, obviously,
Right.
we don't have anybody else, so.
I don't, Brett, you do.
If I got more time to be able to put in, I put it in.
Right.
You know,
But if you're
because
working less, or you can't.
we keep running into these bumps where, you know, here we are, you know, I go through a batch of, you know, I have to deal with sewer, the garbage stuff, the vacancies, whatever, and then next thing you know, like, I mean, last week of me being here 4 or 5 days, any shifts anywhere from 4 to 8, 10 hours at a time. I'm averaging 4 or 5 calls on the radio.
So basically what we
For
need
sure.
is someone to help you write
so
and
that's
take
what
care
I
of
said,
this.
I
and
think
actually
it's
do
positive that we
police.
finally even have somebody interested, so even though it's a baby step, let's take it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean,
Well, yeah, of course.
at this point, anything's gonna help. I can need to be more visible, I can't, you know. Every time I sit down to finish one project,
How many hours is this new part-timer willing to commit to our town?
Well, we're gonna have to discuss that with him as well, and see what's up there.
Like I said, they're on Crow Street, there were 7 state police officers all day. Had people
Well,
out.
those people have moved out, so.
Well, one moved back in, got out of jail the next day. And the boyfriend got out of jail the next day and moved back in.
Yeah.
And then down right in front of Dave's house, there was 5 people.
Yeah.
And it's scary, and that's just on 6th Street.
I think if I could add to this.
That's why I was waiting for her.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at you.
Okay. I have all the respect for police. My father's policeman. You don't get experience with people who love our community without them being here for years and years. And we absolutely recognize that. But you also have to think about funds and cost saving and combining resources. I did a little research myself. In the state of Pennsylvania, there are more police departments in Pennsylvania than any other state in the country. Small police forces. And I don't say it's a trend, I don't know another word for it, but a lot of communities are combining and becoming regional. Because of that, they're combining their resources for cost effectiveness, but also for more hours, for help. No one really wants to just work part-time. People want full-time jobs and benefits and pensions and things like that. And it's really hard to get a good part-time person. And if you do get them, are they going to stay? Are they just going to take a job until they find a full-time job? So it might be a quick fix, but our town is more.
Stepping stone.
We need to take this more.
We have been trying to hire full-time for years and years and years and years and years. It's not like this is not, like, we have been working on it and trying on it and.
Well, that's
we
what
tried
I'm saying.
the
So you're
regional, we tried
helping-
the
but you're
regional.
helping the argument.
We tried the regional, and we can visit again, we've tried that avenue, we have tried that avenue. I'm not against anything to try to move forward, honestly. And at this point, I'll take it right now.
Okay, well, how about I suggest we do, let's try the Indeed, see if we can get a little more interest. And then if we do get the interest, possibly move forward to expand to that national.
Yeah, I
If
don't
you're
want
all
to
like
guess any
regional,
new avenue.
or regional,
honestly.
sorry.
I just, the thing.
I'm not disagreeing, I agree we need to fix now, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of money out there right now in the state, a lot of money.
Yeah, but there also needs to have somebody to take that money. Like, I just don't have any interest in, they don't, just not right now.
No, I mean grants from the state,
I
for
understand that.
communities to combine into regional
I
police
understand
forces.
that, but we need the force to take the money. I have no people, like, there's just no.
But you have, we can't just get a grant with no
There's
officers.
just,
Our argument is if you have no people, they have no people, the other person has no people.
Every
So
town
you
wants
put all
to
these
say
people
no.
together.
I understand what
They're
you're
people.
saying. I just, we need the people is what I'm saying. But we need the people.
If you have an option to go full-time with the regional police force, and
Right.
get a full-time, get benefits, get all those good things, or are you gonna take a part-time job, that's just gonna be a stepping stone, and then it's 4 months for back and
Right.
say, well, look
Our
for somebody
wage
else.
is competitive, if not higher than a lot of people. That should have brought back some people as it is, some officers. It's a tough world out there.
It's
It's
tough.
just-
It is. We're just asking,
The state police.
I
need
think
to revisit it.
I absolutely want to revisit that.
I think we need to solve the
Right,
problem
it's not gonna
now.
happen overnight, you know, it's
Yeah.
gonna take.
This is gonna take time.
Absolutely.
Long time. We
Now,
have to
do
start.
we have access to the original advertisement that we could put on Indeed? And what other platforms are
There's
we aware
monsters,
of?
there's job case, there's
Yeah, I sent a list of
Hundreds.
just snag jobs,
Okay.
supervisor, and there's any of them are free.
Okay, can we,
From,
from,
currently, do we not need to negotiate
Yes.
full-time wage?
Absolutely.
The issue with hiring, at this point in time, if you hire a full-time officer, you can if you like, they'll be making a lot more than I make part-time because we did not negotiate on the full-time position, we negotiated part-time because we had no full-time officers. However,
You did one
it's
wrong.
negotiating time, so.
You did one wrong this time.
Yeah, so we already have
The
all.
borough
but
negotiated.
he also just said it's.
Oh, yeah, it's there, it's just less, it's less than what I'm, making part-time. But it's time for the new contract anyway, so we can, yeah, so we can sit down and discuss that anyway. By the time we get all this together, we'll settle the contract anyways.
Okay.
So, it's not that you can't hire them, it's, they're more not gonna come here, why would you know, if I'm making more as part-time than they are as full-time? You gotta change that around, and in order to do that, you gotta do it by contract. That's all I'm asking at this point, whatever we can do, if we have applicants who are able to handle whatever they can give me, if they can give me 10 hours, they give me 15 hours, I would like to get them on board so that I can stop drowning here.
Understand, 100%. Anyone else, anything to add? Nope. Okay. That is a lot to consider. But I would like to put that on those websites. Maybe that'll draw some attention. Okay. Moving forward, Secretary Treasurer report. How do we have a
We have 3 applications for handicap spots, in a residential area for one of the churches along Railroad. And it's for Trinity Bible Chapel.
Right, if I can. The reason why you're getting that, normally that's something that I inspect and approve. The reason why I asked Brenda to bring that to council is because they're asking for 3 spaces on Railroad Avenue in the residential area. Which are normally taken up by residents who live there.
Yeah.
So it's up to council if they, how they wish to proceed. I wasn't comfortable with simply signing off on 3 spots down there, so I would ask for you to consider.
And
what
that's
you would
only
like.
parking on one side, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
And it doesn't have to be free.
Right. They have 0 at this time.
Right.
I believe it's 0 on that
Yes.
section, yes.
The pastor's right here from that church.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember, the handicap spot does not belong to the church, and high-rise people, anybody handicapped with a placard or license plate can park there. It does not belong to a specific city
Right.
council.
Correct,
That's
but,
correct.
no, but as there's all house, residents, I mean, church, and then there you are, and most of you, again, so I brought it to you, you decide. If those folks down there needed handicap spaces to live there, they would ask for it. So what I'm saying is giving 3 spaces, takes 3 spaces away from those folks who obviously don't have a handicap lot to live, they would ask for space. I understand anybody can park there because they're also way out on the end where they're not gonna be used by the high rise. They're all the way down Third Street.
Yeah, that's what it's on.
So, again, like I said, however you decide, that's why I didn't sign off on it, so I just have to figure it out.
May I say something?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Now,
Please
So,
stand.
my
Stand up so we can hear you. Your
name-
microphone there.
my name's Clarence Walker, I'm new to this area. That church referring to is what used to be the Bible Presbyterian. And so we're changing it to the Trinity Bible Chapel. I'm loving, this is the first time I've been here, right? I'm loving what I'm hearing, especially what you had to say and what the other lady had to say, because being somebody from out of this area, I share that same vision. I want to bring light into a place that everybody says is darkness. Right? And so when we ask for the handicap spots, there's 3 people in our church that are handicapped, and we do have a parking lot out back. The only thing we ask is people to not park in it on Sunday. But out front, that's where our wheelchair ramp is. Out front, right across from there, I know who parks there every time, and it's not people in the community, it's business owners, and they're parked there. So do we need 3? Well, there's 3 people that are handicapped, right? And they can't walk the whole way around. Now, we may do, right? And so, but ultimately, even if we had 1, I would say amen, hallelujah, right? 2 would be fantastic. 3 is what we need, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So that's essentially what we're asking for, is just to help a few people so that they don't fall and break their hip trying to get up the steps from the back.
I would suggest that we start with 1, so we don't ruffle too many feathers on that street. And then, once your congregation grows and you need more, we can revisit. Would that be a sufficient medium?
Yeah, and I mean, listen, we would even, it would be fantastic even if there was only one Sunday. You know?
Oh, is that a thing?
Well, I mean, we're making space, I mean, hang us on.
Yeah.
You know, handicap parking only on Sundays,
Yeah.
whatever.
You know, I mean, like,
Did they make those ones?
They have no parking by where the police stop the bags, we can put up.
I mean, we have different in the plaza doing sweeping, which,
Sometimes on Sundays.
see, now we even have even more options. So, Ron, we would have to talk to Ron. Do we have anything of that nature?
I'd have to have some.
Yeah, you have to get Sunday only.
Sunday only?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start with the 1 handicap
Why does it
spot.
have to be Sunday only? Why can't you your Texas spot?
No, I'm saying, give them the 1, yeah, and then, maybe put something out on Sunday morning for additional spots, right? Even if it's like the.
or we don't have a police officer, don't worry about not giving them a ticket.
Now he's gonna wanna do what you drive. Okay, so I propose a motion to approve 1 for now, and then move forward and see what we can work out to help this work.
Yeah.
1 for now and possible temporary ones for Sunday.
Yes, okay, I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay.
And by the way, best officer by screen number. I finished that second early the other night, pretty morning.
Okay. Moving forward. Wait, what? Oh, can I back up?
Yes.
Oh, I sad about Jamie, we forgot to make a motion to approve the ad for her position.
Reluctantly, once again, make a motion to post an ad for her position.
I will second that. All in favor? Any nays? Okay. Ad, put the ad. Okay, moving forward, monthly expenses. Everybody have a chance to look over? Any questions?
I have a question for Stella. Council members that do work, can they get paid without a vote?
Without a vote?
Yes.
No,
Okay, doesn't happen last time.
has to be approved. Unequivocally.
And then we have to have an EIN and all that stuff. On file. For any vendor we have.
Any other questions?
So what happens if somebody doesn't pay without a vote?
Well, they've already been paid.
Yes.
It's kind of water under the dam, but going forward, it needs to be voted on. And you know how my opinion on that, so.
We need to reapprove the items for payment for the July agenda. Ratify. Okay, I'm just reading what's right there.
It's okay.
Thank you, sir.
Is that a motion, Scott?
Make a motion to,
I make the motion to ratify last month's
payment.
payment.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, July agenda, payment approved. Now, this month's payments. Do a motion to pay this month's.
Make a motion to pay the monthly expenses. Second.
Okay, Ken, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? All right, pay the bills. All right, Brenda. Finance committee report. And yeah, they're like one on getting my.
Okay, you all have in your packet, I guess a bulleted list of 11 items that we discussed, the entire finance committee discussed. These are just ways to add income and reduce expenses in an effort to not raise taxes again. These are some very hard decisions. Each council member obviously has one vote. So the idea is to present and then vote, make a motion vote. These are not meant to upset anyone, and obviously, some people might be upset by the proposals, but keep in mind that these are just proposals.
Yes, we're not hurting anyone, we're just trying to figure out a way to get some of this reduced.
And having said that, when council took out the $75,000 tax anticipation note, there were fees much beyond the $75,000. Well, there were added fees from the bank. The solicitor helped in making it happen. We have until December to pay that back. We are struggling to do so. I do not recommend doing it again. We might squeak by with a very tight budget, but I think that's the way it's gotta be. Given the fact that 160 residents have not paid their real estate taxes yet, we are behind $54,000. Okay, so hopefully with the school taxes coming in, people will pay both. We're not relying on that, but to take out another tax anticipation, I think is going to defeat our overall goal of balancing the budget.
Okay, so our first one are out of area, and which means 25, in excess of 25 miles of rental landlords to be an increased landlord registration fee of $100. What those, and this is still what this is $50? So it was still, yes, that will not increase. This is just out of town owners.
I agree with that.
So I don't agree on doubling it, because we just raised it last year or 2 years ago. And they are, yeah.
Around town ones?
That's what, that's
the way
the
to follow.
That's the new thing, the 25 miles is a new thing.
So this is what we're trying to come up with ideas
Right, that's what I'm
to.
saying. I don't not disagree about it, but I'm really not, that's
The
what
25 miles was taken from the vacancy
Right.
rates.
Okay.
And oftentimes he's out of town, leaving the
Right,
vacant.
most of them are out of town.
Polka's needed a,
And that's what I mean.
I agree.
They're not coming in
I
and
think it should
maintaining
be
their
doubled.
property, and then we have to take his time to do so. That money's gotta come from somewhere. These are just ideas to try to
I
get,
agree.
you know, maybe if we do charge them more, they'll be like, oh,
Then they'll
maybe
take it
we
themselves.
should come in and take care of it, or hire someone to take care of it, and not use our resources.
No, I don't agree on that. I agree on jacking it up a little bit, but I'm not doubling it. Like you just went and did
Okay.
like that.
Okay,
Because we just raised it,
okay,
so nobody like way up.
okay, then say meet halfway and go 75.
I still agree with the
I agree
100.
with 100.
Me
Yeah,
too.
with the
It'll
100.
keep some of these dead
Yeah,
landlords,
absolutely.
they could fix their properties up.
Okay, well, like,
Should be a break.
I don't think they should either, but like I said, this is nothing we're actually voting on this evening, correct? These are, you want to make a,
We could vote on that tonight,
yes,
that part. We can vote on each of these bullet points or not as seen.
yes, we can.
Right, Scott?
Okay. Individually, or wait till we're done?
That's entirely up to you.
Individually?
Individually, so we don't forget.
Okay, because I intend to do that.
Me too.
Okay, then we need to make a motion to increase the out of the area increase to $100.
I make the motion to increase the out of area, landlord registration fee to $100 from $50.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? So passed. Okay. 2 and 3 go together. This is a highway occupancy state curve.
highway occupancy state curb cuts are accomplished through PennDOT. So what number 2 is telling you, that when somebody wants to cut a curb on a state highway, that they also have to comply with Apollo Borough's curb cut ordinance. In other boroughs and townships, they work the system, this one is slow. So that would be an additional $100 fee to cut on a highway, or a state highway.
So they're paying $300
No, they're paying the state whatever they have to pay the state. Whenever they fill out the application for the highway occupancy permit, the state comes in and looks at certain things. But in town, if you're on Second Street, whatever, and you want a curb cut, then you have to pay a fee and have it approved by council. This highway occupancy permit is giving them a loophole to bypass the local ordinance. So realizing that other townships and boroughs enforce theirs alongside the highway occupancy permit, it's a suggestion to bring in another $100 per cut.
And that would be Warren first then?
That would be one.
Is that just the state roads?
Well, no, you have to have a, you have
I
to have
know
a
that, I know that. We need
Anyway.
it in town.
Yeah.
We just raised that price last year,
Mhm.
for curb cut, which we used to pay. So what's this?
So this is something we would need to revisit.
Well, I think she's,
I don't
if you're on a state road, if you're on Warren Avenue, or you're on First Street.
Right.
That's a state road.
Right.
If you're gonna cut a sidewalk, you have to obtain what's called a highway occupancy permit from the state to
Right.
do so.
It's
Right.
just for those state roads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what she's
Yeah,
saying.
so they're also, they don't pay the 100 now to us, the curb cut costs to us now. Only the in-town roads.
Actually, we didn't know, but we need something official to say, yes, you
Okay,
have to.
I just didn't understand.
You have to apply for both.
Okay.
Now we need to revisit the ordinance.
Hmm?
Do we need to revisit our ordinance?
We just did our ordinance.
But to add this,
I'll want to read that.
okay,
Okay, so watch the table.
okay. Yeah.
Sorry to table that one.
Yeah, it's very confusing, I'm not gonna lie.
I guess I'll explain number 3 too.
Yep.
Utility road opening permits are to include any opening on the area between the curb up to and including the sidewalk. Currently, the utility companies are paying $300 if the utility opens the road, but they are avoiding that fee by digging through sidewalks.
Right. Oh, I totally agree with that. With this, not that.
So if they would disturb anything between the curb up into the other side of the sidewalk, they would also be paying that $300 road opening. Which would, okay.
Yeah, council has to.
I'm sorry.
Council can consider approving both of those pending a review of the ordinance.
Okay.
Number 2.
So we're gonna,
and number 3.
yeah, 2 and 3 go together, we'll table them both until we review the ordinance.
You can conditionally approve them pending review. It's up to you.
Do you need to read a little bit more on it?
We've already, we just did this last year. You guys were on, we did this, but.
So then the pending review of the ordinance.
Right.
Consider approval of both of them conditionally.
Okay.
Right, so if we do find that some kind of discrepancy, we can always come back and say, ah, never mind. Okay.
We need to,
But if we have it in writing, then it's enforceable.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're saying if they have to go through the sidewalk, they are not going to have to pay?
Yeah. Because that has been how they have avoided that $300 fee, it's been the utility companies.
Do I need to make a motion?
motion to review, yeah.
Well, we'll make a motion to, help me word, Scott, accept this pending review.
Establish the $100 state road curb cut fee and the $300 sidewalk curb cut fee.
I make a motion to establish $100 state road curb cut fee and the $300 utility sidewalk.
Just sidewalk.
No, the
Sidewalk
sidewalk,
opening.
sidewalk openings.
Pending.
Pending review.
Pending review.
A second.
We should have to say all that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
Scott, you get paid by the word, don't you?
Moving forward.
Okay, number 4, you know this one, not want to do this one.
Yeah.
Because yes, we paid him $18,000 a year, but Christina, do you have that paper on how much he's got us? How much he's got us, which is,
Read it out loud so they can hear.
you want to know every little thing, he got us an help with us an LSA grant, which we were originally not approved for, of $139,000. $139,005. He helped us get us the DCED grant that we were originally not approved for, which bought us our dump truck for $93,100. $390. Also in that grant was included our current newest police car, which was $45,815. He also prepared with our engineer, which he does not charge us for that extra time, this walking trail out here, got us a grant for $54,500. So we all saw the people that were enjoying our park out there tonight. He helped get us a he asked for more. He got $312,000 towards the Kiskey Avenue project where we had to fix, which is money our town did not have to pay out. So I think keeping him is a bargain. It really is. We've got more grants right now in the work that are going to be announced in the next couple of months. He does not charge us for meetings or mileage or phone calls or text or preparation.
Is that included in his monthly cost?
Yes, that's his $1,500 a month is all he charges us, nothing else ever. Every single person on council can call him and we're not charged for that phone call. He comes down now, I've actually told him not to come down for property and planning meetings because if Harrisburg isn't doing anything, I don't want to have him come down here when there's nothing for us to talk about or nothing for him to talk about. And right now we are in that law waiting on Harrisburg to approve the grants, which could happen as early as mid-September to November. So I am rallying that we do keep it.
And I want to point out the second bullet point is incorrect. It says other municipalities do not use this type of service.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Plain Township, South Greensburg.
In fact, I talked to someone from GCED on Monday, and she said just about every township borough, everybody has the online camp working for them. So I just want to go on record and say that that's not true.
Yes.
He was, a senator. He knows people. He has connections. He has. I wasn't exactly for him at the beginning. I didn't understand what we were paying for until she showed me this, and my eyes just like I couldn't believe the money that we got with his help. We wouldn't have any of this.
Who are we talking about?
Our consultant, Mr. Regola, I don't know, he was having a meeting with us, I'll have to go in before the meeting, you may have seen him. He's a past senator. He's, like she said, he still has a lot of friends and he gets us a lot of money. He got us off the blacklist that this town was on, not big grants. And now we've got grants.
Well, now that you have stated his case, like I said, these are just, we're trying to find ways.
Well, I've stated this in the past 5 years.
But you
and-
alone.
Huh?
But you
Yes.
alone.
And my email address is on our website. Please feel free to email me if you have anything, questions about Bob or property and planning, what's going on in this town about that. I am so open to suggestions, getting your help, brainstorming together. My whole committee is, we actually have group text where we all discuss things together.
Okay, then let's make a motion to vote either way.
I make a motion to continue Regola consulting contract at $1,500 per month.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? We will continue. Number 5, before we start this, I believe a council member has something to
Yes,
say.
I want to apologize for my comment at the last meeting. What was in my head and what came out my mouth were 2 different things. I am a family member of the fire department. My dad was chief at one time, my brother Ron was chief another time. I lost my brother and dad to a carnival week every year. I'm actually a social member from 40 years ago, out of Caller number 2. It's just I didn't realize the times were changing. I remember going down to roast beef dinners, this, that, and other. I did not realize what was being done on the internet. So I do apologize for my comment about not doing that work.
With that being said, the conversation was just ways to try to find out to get us all to work together. There were some things that folks were grandfathered in on that we were unaware of, and we would like to discuss trying to get some costs down and try to make it work between all of us for the fire companies. Is there any fire companies here would like to discuss that?
Absolutely. What is there that we would like to work together?
Well, we would like to get some help in paying for your insurance, and then we would like to start doing things together as a community. I'm sorry, which fire hall?
I'm number 3 over here. My name's Jay Cruz. I'm the president of the hall, number 3.
I'm sorry, Jeannie. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
And I just noticed, I've lived on this hill for many years, and I did not know about chicken wing night at the football game. After the football game. I would love to come over and help with that.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I will do it.
Good.
Well, this is my son.
These are like, so then we can get together and advertise, let's do more things together. This was absolutely not gunning for anybody. I wanted to pull in and have a private discussion, and then something got mentioned last month and it kind of tailspin, and greatly apologize.
I believe tailspin's a bit of an understatement from the video that I watched.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I told you, I misspoke, but I am not a Facebook person, so you did not reach me with anything you're doing on Facebook.
But we don't only do online fundraisers, we do in-person fundraisers, we do raffle tickets, we do a lot of things.
I just haven't
And
been.
for you to say we don't fundraise,
I
how
just-
dare you?
She apologized.
I apologize.
I don't care.
It's just so much different than the days.
Yes, I do believe the damage is done, but I would still like to keep it civil, ladies
I'm
and
trying,
gentlemen.
Jeannie.
I
I'm
know,
trying.
I understand, and I appreciate that.
We are volunteers.
You are volunteers.
We ask nothing
No,
from this
absolutely,
council,
and I agree.
nothing.
No, you
We
don't.
are willing to pay our own insurance, like you said, this was grandfathered in.
Yes,
We had no control over it. If you had come to us years ago, we probably would have looked into it. Now we are looking into it. So that will save you some money.
thank you.
But leave
for
us
looking-
alone.
Thank you for looking into it.
If I may,
Yes,
I respectfully disagree with Mrs. Miller. Myself personally, there are some of you in this room, Mrs. Flickinger, I know you know, Mr. Johnson. My grandfather was chief of this town for years. Both of my parents belong over here. My little brother is currently the fire chief. I'm the assistant fire chief as well as the president. I was very, very angry when I watched that video from last month's meeting. Because as I sit here and I think about these things and I listen to everything that you folks have to say, I don't know exactly how it breaks down, what you pay per unit, per this, per that. That's a very, very small price, in my opinion, to pay for what we do for this town. Because just a month and a half ago, how many of you were down there on First Street listening to that gentleman scream because he was trapped in his car? When he realized that they flew a trauma surgeon from Forbes in the road, they were going to cut his leg off in the car. I was there listening to that. There's a couple down on Pennsylvania Avenue in the duplex, right? Called 911 because they thought the roof was caving in on their house, right? Turns out it was just some raccoons because the house is in disrepair that fell in on the room where their 2-year-old stays. I was there at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, right? I was there until almost 2 o'clock in the morning, waiting on a phone call back from the game warden to decide what was going to happen, right?
You guys may be willing, I'm not willing to take that on. Again, we do an awful lot for this town. Miss Brenda, I believe you sent an email, was it one day last week? There was an organization that wanted some help from us, so Shelby, you were in on that with myself as well.
Yes.
About traffic control.
Yes.
Call the state police. Don't call us. If that's what we're saying, if you would like to have a conversation and be a part of the solution, because as you stated about your consultant getting grants and stuff like that, guess what? There are many, many public safety grants out there for you guys, the Borough, and us, and the police department, to have one big building somewhere that somebody somewhere else can pay for it.
Actually,
Right.
it's on my list, and he is looking into that. I can bring it up because.
Please do.
Why you bring it up is I don't know anything. We just discussed it right before the meeting. Once I get some information, then we will bring it up.
Well, and again, I was very, very upset at the video that I watched after last month's meeting and how we were basically called on the carpet for things when there's a very, very select handful of you in here that I can say I have seen walk in my building over there on a Friday night for chicken wings or for a gun bash or for you name it.
Annual solicitations.
Correct. Correct. So please, I implore you, come and do this with us for a year. You can see what happens, right?
To see what goes on behind the scenes to make these things happen.
Correct.
I understand. Like I said,
With our own
wasn't
money.
ever not I still am apparently.
That $94,000 dump truck that you guys got, right? We just bought a new fire truck. It's essentially nothing more than a pickup. It's about that size, right? Cost us $301,000 that we pay for out of our own pocket.
That's why we want to work together. We could have maybe got a grant, I don't know. But nobody, like I said, no lines of communication need to be open. My email has been on there since the night of my very first council meeting when I was sworn in. And none of not got a single email on it. Nobody, I don't watch Facebook, I don't do the Facebook comments.
I don't do emails either. I do this.
I love this more.
Yeah.
I do love this more. I'm a very face-to-face person. But I found out people were separate. Because I didn't realize I said what I said. I meant to say it was different from people. Every single weekend there's something going on in number 2. I don't know if Shelby remembers that. And there was,
I remember.
yeah, it was me, my dad, Pony, and Robin, and Larry Albertson. We were all down there. We had people in town coming to all the events because
That's
everybody
what
knew.
struck me with you because your parents, your dad and your brother.
I just meant it was different. It came out wrong. I just meant it's not the
That
same as
being
it was.
said,
But we would love for you guys to work with us, and don't hesitate, like I said, if I misspeak or say something, email me, let me know, don't hold a grudge for me, okay? I didn't make mistakes, I admit it.
Is that now, is there a line item amount allocated for the fire halls?
No.
Has there ever been?
There was at one time, we both got a fuel, we called it the fuel allotment. They gave $3,500, they split it between 2 departments, we got $1,750 a year for fuel. 2 years ago, it went away because there was no funds. No warning, no hey, you know, we have to do this, we're sorry, blah, 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 it just disappeared.
I think taxpayers deserve protection.
I can honestly say, speaking personally, I've been there. I've lost everything. And those of these companies were there. So
could we have a private conversation at a later time?
Sure.
Can we finish this?
we table this for now? Make a motion to table this.
Make a motion to table.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Thank you. You're now. The next one.
Okay, number 6 and number 7 kind of go together, but we'll vote individually on it. Rather than paying in full engineering and solicitor fees, the last time we agreed to pay the solicitor $2,000 until the balance was paid in full. I would like to continue to do that between $1,500 and $2,000 as it allots to pay the engineers until that's paid down.
We have a motion to approve these installments.
Just
Would
like
like to-
installment payments rather than, we get hit with a $10,000 bill.
Yeah, we're just making
They agree with
installment
that.
payments.
They agree with that though?
If you agree to it, I can, yes.
Yes, make this, okay. But I wanted to vote on it and then Gibbs and Thomas come back and say, we had an agreement, you paid full.
Everybody on these together separately.
Should we do separately?
I'll make a motion to make installment payments to the engineers until the end of
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays?
I guess this really was just for review, but I wanted you all to see the numbers that were intended payment, because we did agree to do that at the last council meeting. Okay.
That vote on?
No, that's just one.
That was just one, I thought.
Yeah, just one, because we agreed to it last,
Yeah.
And that was on
last
the
time.
Okay, that's-
I didn't want you to forget about it. Okay, I'll take number 8 here. And this has the potential for huge savings. Jamie and I, more so Jamie, came up with a form that's, rather than having her mail 2 different bills for sewage and garbage, which would be 8 mailings a year. That is $4,425 in expenses just to collect that money. So Jamie has begun developing a payment slip with everybody's information at the top, their account number, their address, what have you, and starting with the bottom, you would just put a coupon in and then off, and then it comes in. They just mail the payment in whenever it's due. That is going to reduce our cost by $3,847.83 a year. I did not include the cost of ink because I have no way to tell you. The downside to this is that it's going to take us a while to get each account into the computer for invoicing. Jamie, do you have anything you want to
I was
add?
gonna say, with the ink, we actually, the contract we have with Ford Technologies, the ink, renewal of ink is automatic, we don't get charged for that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's in our contracts, we pay for a lease.
We have a limited number of copies. It's a lot more than we did have the old company, but we're still limited, aren't we, on the number of?
No, we're not limited on that, we are limited on postage.
Yeah.
On postage.
But I paid $1,400 in postage in June, and I think we're down to 140 something now.
I have,
Price of stamps are going up, this is an
people-
incredible way to save.
there's another incredible way to say it. Go online like everybody else in the other business, because it probably was a business. Take online payments,
There is
online statements.
Civicus, I think it's called. You have to fill in information with your quote, so I don't know. But they can do a lot of government websites, and you can have, customer portals where you just go on and make the
Yeah,
payments.
our Congress does it.
Postage, it's less money to the bank for you guys. So maybe
I already
you can-
started looking into that, I'm sure.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's an option, they're like paper, but
Okay,
I'm a pay the check kind of person too, but there's some bills I have to pay online.
I don't do online at all. Me neither. Well, then it could be, like, if you want the option to go online, just like when you pay your electric bill. You choose the paperless or the, yeah.
It's,
I do half and half.
even one mailing is going to save us over $4,000.
Right.
I think it's great, it's awesome.
So
Absolutely.
you're already looking at that, Brenda?
Yeah.
Because we've been on, since I've been on council, we've been kind of throwing that line out there, and it always got pulled back in right
You're gonna
away.
save on labor too, it takes
Yeah.
Jamie days to do
I know.
these.
I think I'll never,
Each quarter.
Yeah.
Plus too, if you can offer, if you put in one of the next inserts asking people to submit their email address, you know, and have them email it to the Borough Clerk account, they can start, you can start emailing some of those things that are in out. If we get that to work on there, then, but we want them to email them to you because, hate to say people's handwriting is nasty at times. I've messed up on a few because I couldn't read it. So, if you could do something like that, that would help with the cost. And we can just email them to them. And then, the other thing we think about is inserts. How to go about advertising cleanup days, advertising zone properties, things like that. So that's something to consider
Well,
too. They won't have inserts anymore.
well, they don't now. Well, how many, 67% renters or something? Those inserts are going to.
They will be
landlords.
property owners.
Yeah, so those people do not know, they ask, when's cleanup day? Why weren't we told? When's this? It's like, so it's
That's
the
what I've said that
landlord.
for years and years and years. I'm a renter. I had no idea except for coming to council now. I never even knew that existed.
Yeah.
And I think that would help a lot with the renters because that's why I asked about it. They leave and they need a cluster. So I think that's a great idea that we can try to get that sent to every household.
Yes, instead of every owner.
I've been asking that for a while. Yeah, it makes a difference because.
Or if you can have the bills go to the property owners.
Yes.
But have the inserts go to whatever, whomever tenants
Yes,
want to sign up for that program. And to send them, and to send it that way, because you can't afford to send to every unit in town, sending them inserts because they're a tenant. But, that's a suggestion.
If we have names, but like right now we are trying, this is going to interest Shelby, getting a grant to pave the lower part of 4th Street, where Tower Hall is clear up to Armstrong. And because it's mostly renters down there, the county sent the income forms to resident. How many people here open their resident mail? I don't. It says resident occupancy, occupant, straight in trash. So this week I got the forms emailed to me today. The property planning committee, we're gonna go knock door to door and hand them out old fashioned way. You know, because we wanna get a free street paved, saving us $200-something thousand. And then, you know, maybe next year, if we get one done right, the senators will see that, and maybe next year it'll be Hose House Alley Road. You know, and maybe next year it'll be 6th Street, my street.
Are we allowed to go door-to-door knocking?
Huh?
And get anything done?
Not soliciting.
I didn't think so.
Oh, you can, we need a permit to go.
Okay.
And churches have, get the fee waived.
Yeah.
That was my whole reason of asking you to open up the door.
Always ask questions, that's what I said, my emails when they're asked.
Okay, so
It's me
we're going to break this down a little bit more and find a more efficient way to do this. So this is just another idea, so we're gonna, table that for now that we have more ideas coming across the table. Do we have a motion to table?
I'll make a motion to table it.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Okay, table.
Should we look into the Civic News website?
There's, let me get with you on that because there's something else I'm working on.
And then you can have the option to do paperless for,
Yeah.
okay, number 9. Right now. Well, I don't know, do we want to talk about that if we're talking about getting another parent, are you,
What?
see number 9?
Number 9 was Southern Durango.
But if we're,
To save $800?
Yeah, we still have 2 other cars, we have 3 police cars in this town, and 1 police officer.
Well, we're gonna get a better, okay?
No, we have 1 police officer right now, my brother Ron is probably not gonna come back to work.
Well, do you understand what you're gonna do? Do you use the Durango? Is that your favorite vehicle?
We can get rid of the Durango for now, we can always
Brand
try
new.
for a grant later, because to be
Yeah.
honest with you, we take care of those other cars.
Correct.
because of the size of the borough.
Yeah.
They're gonna last me a long
All
time.
right,
so
so we bought the Durango
I know,
before,
we can say that.
okay, before we knew we were getting the grant.
All right, let's make a motion to sell the Durango.
Good.
Just food for thought, Robin, Ellie and I got together, knowing what the car needs and the condition and the mileage. We're only looking between 65, maybe if we're lucky, $7,500 if we find somebody, another police department that would want it with the way it is, because once it's a police car and it's over 100,000 miles, you don't get much for it.
Why does it have to be a police?
I mean, anybody can buy it.
Yeah, Ron's first two cars were the gold and the blue Fury.
No, what I'm saying is when you sell a police car, it's designated a police car, so the value is diminished because it's had so many drivers. That's just the way that NADA prices them, that's all.
All right, I make a motion to put it out there to try to sell the Durango.
Can we take bids on it by a certain date?
Yes, you have to put it out.
Bid? Oh, okay. We advertise that then?
You need to put it on municipal bid or advertise it yourself.
Municipal bid is probably the best place to do it.
Biggest audience.
Yeah, bigger audience and
That's
we'll
great.
pay for that.
That's my favorite price.
Okay. And you make that motion, Mark?
I'll make a motion,
I'll
sell
second.
the Durango.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Smell it. Do you want to explain this one? Well, it's a small, instead of raising taxes.
It is a
What
small
the goal here is, let's keep that in mind.
It is a small fee that would be added to property taxes in the amount of $4, $7, whatever council recommends, to be able to pay the fire hydrant rental charge that we have to pay every year.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, if you don't pay for water and fire hydrants, you got dry hydrants.
Yeah.
It would be a once-a-year fee.
Who owns the
$7.
hydrants? Us or the water company?
Water company?
Water company? And so
Because
it's
we're
right
renting
away.
them. Yeah, we're renting them. And with the tax increase that we had last year, this got pushed aside, but I really think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't wanna pay higher taxes, it's $7 a year.
Is way better.
I don't have a problem with it, I don't know that many other people would have it, but it's gonna completely annihilate that bill. And if you push it to the $7, it's
Go for
gonna,
round number 10.
as money, as
It's better than raising taxes.
as
Trying
the
to find
prices
small
go up, you're not gonna have to do it again. So if you decide on the higher side, we won't have to come back and say, let's change property taxes to
So each property would have a flat rate. So if it's
$7.
a rental property, and say there's 4 units in it,
It would just be $7 and the property taxes
would
added.
you charge more for 4 units?
No, it's $7 flat fee.
They're already paying more in property taxes, right?
Because what this would be is much like what the money that's allocated to the library every year. I think it was like $7,000 we got. That is embedded in everybody's property taxes. You pay the library tax. We hold the money, we write the check. Okay, so this would be very much the same. We hold the money, I write the check to the water municipal authority, and it's a bill for water.
I think it's a much more economical than trying to raise taxes again for a flat fee once a year. How does everyone else feel?
I think it's I'm not homeowner anymore, but I think it's a good idea.
Then I make the motion to implement. Can we leave it open as negotiable?
It's negotiable.
Or would you rather pick a rate? $7 being the highest?
That's gonna keep you from raising it as rates rise. I guess it's kind of heavy loaded in the beginning and light loaded it,
Okay.
we need to revisit it.
Well, I'm not homeowner anymore, but, I I agree with this 100%, because we need money in the town, we need, could we do this for a couple of years, like just do it for like a term of so many years? So we can prove what we're doing with the money, so they can see an improvement, where their money's doing. Because right now, this town hasn't really been improved much except in 20 years, it's kind of disarray. Understand what I'm saying? Let the taxpayers see where their money's going. That 800 you're saving there, we're putting it towards.
So you're saying do a trial one?
Yeah, trial. If we can do that.
What do they charge per year for these fire hydrants?
It would be per property.
No, what's this other company she's asking?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What's the borough charge?
What
Does the water company charge?
For the fire rental, or the rental is $867 a year. No. Hold on, it's $800 a year. Yeah, it's I read it online.
For all of them?
Yeah, all of them. I mean, if you wanna start out with $350.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah,
it's
yeah, start out
negotiable.
lower.
This is what I mean, someone dropping a bucket, but it all adds up at the end.
Yes, it does.
I think it's a small, I say we start at 350, do a trial one, see how the property owners feel, and then we can show you how well it's working. We can either revisit in 1 year or two to see how well
I
it's
say
working.
two, because if we're using a grant match or something,
Okay,
then we gotta work Harrisburg Mercy.
then I make a motion to implement a $3.50
Cheers.
for 2 years.
And I'll second.
All in favor? Any nays?
So we gotta ask the audience what they think of that?
You can always do that.
Huh?
You can always do that.
Yeah, are you guys okay with that?
As long as you get the streets done.
We're trying, we're waiting on Harrisburg, like I said, we had that one route for 9th Street approved.
Which, can we talk about that at some point?
It's all in there. I agree.
Oh,
That's when that street people came through, it took all patch off, it's not been fixed at all.
Terrace is bad too.
Terrace going towards Second Street.
I understand.
And then terrace extension, after those breaking away, it's a hole as deep as can be. And you have to go slow over the hump, and you do also get hit off.
I
So
understand.
getting the
I've
patch-
done that driving.
I can't come up 6th Street because I have a little car in the pothole, so I was coming this way and around, park and stuff. But now Summit, going down towards 6th Street, the right side is one big gully. It will swallow my car up if I drive on that.
Do we have full patch?
We don't do full patch
Just
anymore.
went and got 2 ton today, and I used probably
Don't
3
worry
quarters
about
of
that in
it.
the future.
They didn't touch.
Yeah, mine's done too. Like,
See, we had the sewer separation done how many years ago?
Yeah.
How many years ago? They haven't paved any streets since that was done. And that company is the reason they were supposed to go back and get paid.
And then,
You know, I've lived here for 36 years. I've done my sewer separation, so that my house is decent.
yeah.
That road, on Terrace in front of mine, and you have to come up 9, that would come up 8, because the water company did part of that. But that's ridiculous, that many years since the sewer separation was done, that the roads have not been fixed.
Well, we just found out, since I've been on here for 4 years, that there were things not done correctly in the roads. Okay, no storm basins put in on the corners. And, you know, the storm drains are there, but the 4 basins were never put in. So we have, Gibson Thomas has done a study on that, that's our engineer now. And we're going to fix them right, because what they were doing is putting that layer on top, it's like putting on a Band-Aid to get in a steam shower. So we're relying on.
I mean, that was when that big storm happened. They did it at the wrong time of the year. They finished it wrong. I'm sure that sewer is not connected to whole acre.
That's one of our
Yeah, I
priorities.
mean, I did better doing my own sewer separation. By hand, digging it by hand, refilling it. There's no dip. You can't tell my front yard where it's done. and they were paying it. And then they left.
Well, hopefully in the next couple months we'll have.
And then you guys were left with the mess.
It is huge.
So as long as the money is done appropriately, and things are actually starting to be done.
Right, that's why I wanted that 2 years so you guys can see that we are trying.
Yeah.
We're really trying.
Okay, and we actually do have it on some of the old business to discuss that. Number 11. It was brought to my attention that Drake's Log Cabin makes a $50 donation for us to maintain their lawn, and now it is 2 pieces of property.
$50 a year or a week?
A year.
A year.
That's insane.
That's, well, that doesn't even pay for the gas.
I think it's $100 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was an agreement that was made long time ago,
Yeah.
but we upped it to $100, I believe.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why can't you revisit something that was indefinitely and put a date on it?
Because they don't think like that.
Life changes.
Okay, so are we gonna not do it anymore, or are we gonna
Well,
increase it?
I thought it was 50, she said it's 100, so
Yeah,
yeah, okay, then I'm more.
And then there's added property, but is there any hope for self-maintenance on that property?
Wonder if we could get like, I don't know, you think you get to do anything?
We have the Boy Scout leader in town here.
Yeah,
Is that
maybe we
something
get
we
some
discuss?
volunteers and.
So you guys are saying what you're saying, and you don't want to say it anymore.
No,
We're just here to get some help.
yeah, we're just seeing if we get some help. Yeah,
Adult
So-
probation can help us.
then I would, can we table that until we can see if we can find some other, I make a motion to table that and see if we can talk around the community, see if we get some help getting that grass mowed. Second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, let's see if we can get a hold of some people. All right. Public Safety Committee.
We have one small item. You had a couple of complaints brought into the office about the yellow stripe at the top of the steps that some older people are tripping over.
Coming into the office?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but for some reason, the height, because it's dropping down, I guess a couple of people tripped over. I mean, that's the only complaint that I've heard of. I don't know
The
personally.
dip's there without the yellow stripe. That's to tell them that there's.
The steps are tricky.
They are tricky. I mean,
They're
all
tricky.
over.
And I try to get, like, even the door page, we need to know, focus on our front building a little bit, because that's something we can address.
Well, you want to take the yellow stripe away?
No, I'm just reporting of what.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to take the yellow stripe.
Oh, they're just
We
reporting
need
that they
to,
tripped.
bottom line, we need to do something with the steps.
I totally agree because Jamie, you were there a couple years ago when I face planted. Right?
Yeah, I agree. That's a good.
Okay, so then we're
I don't
gonna,
know if they can be capped or something that,
Maybe like those speed bumps.
Make the front feel like more visible.
okay.
and I don't know if anybody noticed, but when the Amish came in and put the bricks back up after the accident, they're all put in backwards. I mean, they're there, but they're backwards. The finished side, they cemented in, the rough side sticking out.
Where we need a yellow caution strip
Which rear walking strip?
is where you're parking behind the Borough, and there is that
For the handicap areas.
Absolutely.
between the handicapped and the visitor spot.
Yeah.
There's that big
Yeah.
curve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people off on that all the time.
That just means the bill can't write over.
All right. Moving forward. Public Works and Street Committees, Hurricane, what? What is it?
Mark, did you have an update on builder structures?
You said the stuff.
We haven't gotten any,
Well, that was,
Oh,
we haven't gotten any reports on any of them yet.
yeah, he said that's okay. Sorry. My apologies.
I have been talking to Darren about this too, so I'm trying to work with the county on what we can do.
Public Works.
Everybody looks like a lawn.
I know. What you got going on, Ron?
I don't know.
Curb paintings on the list. Do you have anything to add to it? Okay. So we are painting curbs.
Just one question with Ron. We talked about it last meeting. How long do you think you're gonna be able to get, the use out of the 2 back tires on the backhoe?
I did get pricing on them.
Oh, yes.
It was a little over $1,300 for both backhoes.
That's inclusive?
And that's not put them on,
That's
that's
not
just for the tires.
And how soon do you think we're gonna need those?
I could probably get the rest of the summer, fall out of them.
So before winter?
Yeah, winter, I could use them.
where did you find that price?
What's that?
Where?
Copies.
Okay.
Stevenson's wanted over $2,000 for 2 back tires.
So just for the tires, they're like mountain balance and everything.
Well, they're huge,
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
not
tires and all.
You can't. Got a big machine.
All right, property and planning.
So it's on here, the solar thing, we're still waiting on here.
Okay.
As soon as they get, Harrisburg gives us the connection, go ahead. Coral Reef's gonna be down here, looking around, taking pictures and sending us a check.
Okay.
And as soon as they get that, they're gonna start paying us, they're not waiting until it's up and running. You got that in writing? Okay.
Okay.
How much will that generate?
About 18,000. Can't think right now, because it's not. Who said that, Shelby, or?
I did.
Oh, right there, in front of me. She's fine, right?
I didn't hear what you said.
I can,
How much is that?
look at the letter and find out. I don't want to misquote myself again. Or say something
A
that's.
rough estimate.
Something like 18,000 to 20,000 a year.
That'd be good.
They're renting the space. And that's the first, you know, if it works out, then they're gonna do more space than, they're paying by the acre right now, or leasing money. They're gonna pay by the acre, and they're going to do all the work, no digging, once again, because I got new faces. Put a fence around it, we're gonna try to put some QR codes where you can scan, and it's gonna be real time, what's happening inside there, just some information on solar energy. It's going to be educational as well as functional. Hopefully, if this works out, we're trying to talk to the 8 solar panels, our street lights, and our buildings.
Yeah. So we're still waiting.
We're still waiting.
Okay.
Everything's supposed to.
Moving forward.
We're not supposed to get any answers until October minimum.
Okay. Moving forward for public relations and events. Last weekend we did a fresh cut French fry back to school luau. Ooh, huge success, but dang, need some new, help in the kitchen here with some outlets. I was pocket breakers like cray. Had to get an extra fryer, and kids are hungry. Went well, kids had a blast, beautiful afternoon. Evening, ice cream. Thank everyone who came. The only thing we have up and coming is our annual Halloween parade, Monday the 26th, 6 p.m.
Wait, what?
Monday, October 26th. Always on a Monday. That's all I have.
Committee meetings about that, like,
We can.
yeah, well, I would like to.
Absolutely.
You want to
We could be all be involved.
Steel Town, you're my number one choice. Yep. We will, get together and do that, so we can get a plan of action down for the parade. Still a learning process. Please bear with us. I know I get a little crazy that day. Just a little bit. But looking forward to seeing everyone. Moving forward, and we have nothing in for other business?
Can I bring up something?
Absolutely.
I was forwarded an article that said the county had approved the Borough multi-modal grant for paving. Have you heard from them, from the county yet?
CDBG grant.
Yeah, but there was actually a newspaper article written that said, how much was it?
1.75 million.
1.7 million? Here's the problem.
We weren't ahead of that.
Apollo in 15613 area code is in 2 counties, 2 boroughs, and 6 townships. That could have been anywhere.
So it wasn't.
It wasn't say.
The borough. I'm trying to get it so I can show.
It could be clear out Washington Township,
But it was Armstrong County paper.
Oh, well, that could be Parks Township. That's all. Casey Township. Because they're all Apollo Athens.
Are we getting the grant for the bridge at the terrace? When are we supposed to do the bridge at the terrace?
That's public work.
We're applying for a loan to help with that.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, there is an active loan being applied for the bridge on Terrace for 9th Street. We had the quotes that came in was $50,000 higher than what we had anticipated, which would have to come out of the borough's budget to pay for 9th Street. So Ron, can you give us an update on what's happened with?
It's in PennDOT's hands so far. We took 6 of the storm inlets out. I didn't want to do it, but the board just, we can't afford that. Plus PennDOT was giving us a hard time because the terracotta pipe, it is under 56, it is an 18-inch terracotta. They said that many inlets, the 18-inch terracotta can't handle that much, which it can, because at one time the borough sewage and everything was going into that 18-inch, but PennDOT just wants us to pay for it and replace it with a bigger pipe, and it's not happening. If that was the case, because I asked them on the phone, I said, when you just had the bridge done on 11th Street, why didn't you change it clear up to AJ Towers, because they had it exposed? And he couldn't answer the question. He wouldn't answer why
I
they
know it's
didn't
holding
change
up
it.
a lot of people from progress. We also have a grant that we're applying for to get areas of 4th Street fixed. There's some safety concerns for Pennsylvania and 4th. We're trying to alleviate the flooding that the people down towards Warren Avenue are sustaining in their basements. So we've got a couple of things going on. It's one, and you know, if you all have traversed from Warren Avenue to up 2nd Street going towards the post office, there's a tiny area that was patched over. That came in at a price tag of $12,000 just for the paving. I know everybody wants we all want this fixed.
I just wanted an update because we've been talking about it in these meetings about grant for that bridge and I haven't
Well,
had anything.
The other thing that we did
We're
was,
waiting on, it's ridiculous, like, I want answers and our hands are tied, we're at their mercy, it's disgusting.
Until PennDOT gives us the okay, there's not
Yeah,
much to
we're
do.
stuck. When I know, you'll know.
Olga has also gotten a donation, and with the donation, we got a tamper. So what we're doing less of is coal patching and actually fixing the roads in a manner that will, it's more sustainable. So we're not spending as much money, he's not out doing what he did 3 weeks ago. Every little bit's helping. I know it's not what everybody wants to hear, but
Can I ask a question? For 9th Street, you said the bids were $50,000 over, what's next with that? Because Mr. Revola said, we only have to the end,
I didn't hear the question.
we only have to the end of next year to use that money.
Yep.
We lose that money.
We have to do something.
We have to do it.
We will do that.
And he also made it clear that,
we needed to take out some inlets, right?
We did
he
take out
so
his.
now, we
So it's
more
bringing
bids
the
or
price
now,
down, but
what's
we're
next?
waiting on PennDOT. Essentially what PennDOT wants to do is they want us to fix their property.
Right. From 9th Street down to the creek on 11th Street, they want us, pretty much, they didn't come out and say it, but they pretty much said they want us to replace from 9th Street down to the creek on 11th Street.
So the 50,000 over, is that for the bridge or for 9th Street?
That's for 9th Street. The bridge is something different.
Well, every minute we wait, that price is going
Yeah,
up,
the
not down.
price is not necessarily.
Oh, yes.
And I don't want to lose that money and get blacklisted on grants again, and
Well-
we're going to get it for 10 years.
Like I said, we eliminated 6 inlets, storm inlets. Now, we're waiting on PennDOT to approve that, to tap into that 18-inch terracotta pipe that's underneath the main highway on 56.
So we have
It's in their
to fix,
hands.
we have to fix that part before 9th Street. can be
Oh,
fixed?
yes, because you're gonna be we would tear up the new pavement, putting in the storm drains.
Plus one
So
thing is,
those have to be put in
So
first.
PennDOT can make us have to give that grant back, basically.
Without,
Because of PennDOT, we might have to give that grant back.
we're gonna do everything we can to keep that
To
grant.
keep that from happening.
We will do whatever we have to
the
do.
problem,
What were you gonna say?
on top of that, once PennDOT approves it, we're gonna have to resubmit the advertisement to get rebid again.
Do we? What?
Where's the bill for bids? Once PennDOT approves it.
You can adjust the bid.
Okay.
On product
Yeah.
that big, you're probably gonna have to rebid.
So if they're gonna rebid, they have to advertise,
Because your specs are.
which is another astronomical fee.
Because we won't get any more grants, because we have that hanging out. It's basically what he told us tonight. If we don't use this money, we don't get that road paved, we're not gonna ever get 40 paved, we're not gonna get 7 paved. Like, there's other grants that we wanna go for, but we can't get them until this is taken care of.
They're going to give the
They're gonna, it's
communities that are
gonna,
actually using the
and
grants.
if we don't use this money, he said, we're not looking good in the state's eyes right now, because we've had this money for 2 years. He laid it out for us pretty clearly tonight.
This is coming from senators.
Okay, then tell him to call PennDOT.
We can do
I'm
that.
just
That's what
saying, that's-
we need to work, that's why we also
Yeah.
need to work with him, because he can do, that's why I'm asking.
Well,
him.
you try like that, so let's have him call
We
PennDOT,
need to
because that's
find
what's
out
holding us up.
what needs to happen.
He was supposed to. Yeah, you want to get in touch with him?
Let's, then let's
Oh,
do
you
that,
know,
let's ask him,
yeah,
maybe he
yeah.
can get those wheels greased and get it moving at PennDOT. Yeah. If that's the holdup, then that's what we need to do.
PennDOT
Call
also-
PennDOT for
PennDOT
what
has
I
a-
think.
PennDOT has a project, I think it's just up the street
Part
to.
of 9th Street?
Huh?
Could you pay part of 9th Street before you run out of the grant? Instead of starting at the bottom, could you start at Armstrong and go up?
Good question. No, no.
Because the worst part on 9th Street is the top of it.
Is where the,
And it's a whole process, because they have to dig everything up, put all new plumbing and everything in. So you
because
can't
part of
do
it's
piecemeal.
even already broken on the bottom of woodwork.
We are
actually
taking our time to do these right, so we don't have to do it again.
My understanding was last year, 2025, they were supposed to pave 9th Street.
Yes, they were. I
They never happened, that we did by the time we went to 9th Street.
I probably will be too. I'm
And I was
unfortunate to say
honest.
that.
Honestly.
If we have to wait for that. So let's see if we can get him.
Contact with PennDOT.
Yeah.
Pushing along.
Okay,
I
let's
didn't
see.
realize the cricket, that thing had to be done.
Yeah, we're just.
No one's
Just
ever
now.
told us that, until just now.
No, we need to put, I don't know, yeah.
When is
Okay.
PennDOT's project?
What's that?
When is PennDOT's project in 2027? They're gonna pave from 7th Street to 11th Street.
Oh, I just, they're doing, the main highway down here? Yeah. This year.
Next year. This year?
This year, like the next couple months?
I got the,
I'm pretty sure it's 2027.
Well, then we need to find out,
Yeah.
pinpoint.
well, they're not gonna change that pipe, even if they pay for it.
No, I'm just saying, so.
I just got a phone call the other day about us raising all the manholes. I said, we don't have the money or the manpower to do that.
Okay.
So I'm putting it back on their shoulder to see what happens, so.
So unfortunately, that's where we
Raised that
stand.
manhole once?
What's that?
I thought we raised that manhole when I first got on council.
All of them, the whole way down, they want us to raise all of them.
I know we raised at least one of them on there.
They want us to raise all of them. I said, we don't have the money or the manpower.
So we actually have, unfortunate, no update for 9th Street because we are waiting on PennDOT. The next, I know we did take care of the overground property that we discussed last month, because I know when we left the meeting here, we all went down and looked at the property.
On Fifth Street?
So that was taken care of.
Yeah, I cut the alley.
Back to the
and
fence,
then
you didn't get
a couple
electrocuted?
days later, someone came in and cut the edges and.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
I don't know who did that.
You were gonna like the next morning.
Property owner
Yeah.
did that. I sent them the letters, they complied.
Okay, thank you. Nice. All right, do we have anything else to discuss?
Scott. Have anything on the AI ordinance at all?
My recollection of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wondered if there was anything within the firm. Okay.
Then I make a motion to adjourn for this evening.
Do we need an executive session?
I don't have that.
Okay.
Everybody?
I will second your motion to adjourn this meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Thank you for coming.